The confrontation was swift and brutal. Hercules and his companions, taken by surprise by the king's guards, fought with a ferocity born of righteous anger. Diomedes, witnessing the defeat of his men, charged into the fray, only to be met by Hercules' unmatched might. In a poetic twist of fate, Hercules fed Diomedes to his own mares, a fitting end for a king who had shown no mercy to his victims. With Diomedes vanquished, the mares, sated with their master's flesh, became docile enough for Hercules to lead them to his ship. Yet, the victory was short-lived. As Hercules and Iolaus battled a fresh wave of soldiers seeking to avenge their fallen king, the mares, their hunger rekindled, turned on young Abderus. The tragedy of his loss weighed heavily on Hercules' heart. In honor of his fallen friend, he founded the city of Abdera, a lasting monument to their bond. The mares, now subdued, were presented to Eurystheus, who dedicated them to Hera. These beasts, once symbols of savagery and defiance, were transformed, their lineage graced with the spirit of heroes. It was said that Bucephalus, the mighty steed of Alexander the Great, bore the blood of these legendary creatures, a testament to their enduring legacy. Yet Hercules' trials were far from over. His next task would take him to the shores of Themyscira, home of the formidable Amazons. This time the quest was driven not by Eurystheus' malice, but by the whims of his spoiled daughter, who coveted the girdle of Hippolyta, the Amazonian queen. The girdle, a gift from the gods, was a symbol of Hippolyta's prowess in battle and her rightful leadership. Hercules, weary from his previous labors yet undeterred, embarked on this new journey with a sense of foreboding. The Amazons were renowned warriors, their kingdom a fortress against invasion. Upon his arrival, Hercules found himself greeted not with swords but with cautious hospitality. Hippolyta, intrigued by the tales of Hercules' deeds and the divine blood that flowed through his veins, granted him an audience. In the presence of the Amazonian queen, Hercules felt an unexpected kinship. Here was a leader who, like him, had been shaped by the will of the gods, her life a tapestry of battles and burdens. Overwhelmed by her grace and understanding, Hercules found himself questioning the nature of his quest, the endless cycle of labors that seemed to lead only to further strife. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the land of the Amazons, Hercules and Hippolyta stood in silent contemplation. Hercules and his companions arrived in the land of the Amazons, intent on diplomacy. Initially, Queen Hippolyta was so impressed by Hercules' reputation and valor that she agreed to give him her girdle without conflict. However, Hera, the queen of the gods and Hercules' divine adversary, could not tolerate seeing him succeed so effortlessly. Disguised as an Amazon warrior, Hera sowed distrust among the Amazons by spreading a deceitful rumor that Hercules planned to kidnap their queen. Fearing for their leader's safety, the Amazons donned their armor and attacked Hercules and his followers. What was meant to be a peaceful mission devolved into a brutal clash. The battle was fierce and bloody, resulting in the deaths of many Amazons, including Queen Hippolyta herself. In the chaotic aftermath, Hercules managed to retrieve the girdle from the fallen queen, fulfilling his task. Leaving the Amazon territory, Hercules continued his journey, and his path led him to the city of Troy, which was suffering under a divine curse. King Laomedon of Troy had once promised to reward Poseidon and Apollo for building the city's magnificent walls. However, the treacherous king reneged on his promise, infuriating the gods. As punishment, Poseidon sent a monstrous sea creature to terrorize Troy's shores. Upon arriving, Hercules learned of the plight of Hesione, the king's daughter, who was to be sacrificed to the monster. Hercules agreed to save her in exchange for the horses that Laomedon had once promised to the gods. With his characteristic bravery, Hercules slew the monster and saved Hesione. Yet, true to his deceitful nature, Laomedon withheld the reward. Enraged by the king's betrayal, Hercules vowed revenge, which he would later exact by returning with a fleet to sack Troy and claim his prize.